It's supposed to rain today and Sunday. Looks like a triangle in there. There's some birds flying around. Looks like a solid object in that cloud. A TR-3B. USAF top secret. Flying triangle. Hiding in plain sight. Well, anyway, back to this. A lot of people are thanking me for uploading all the 7 specials of Doug Henning specials and all the 20 specials of Copperfield, including his special DVD that I got at Christ Hall in Norfolk, Virginia, and the and other magic specials that I had of the Pendragons and Charlotte and Johnson Pendragon. Jonathan is, I coined him Maestro the Magnificent. He liked that. And Charlotte Pendragon liked that I coined Jonathan Pendragon Maestro the Magnificent, because he is a Maestro Magnificent. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I was basically saying that he's real wise and smart to come up with these neat idea illusions. And when I went to Spanish class with Mrs. Sandy Tobin, me and Tommy and Banshee Story, I learned a Spanish word. A professor means maestro. Maestro means professor, and I go, oh, now I know. I had the right idea. I didn't know what it meant. Maestro means professor. So now I know what it means. Maestro the Magnificent. Professor the Magnificent. Anyway, David Copperfield is cool too. David Seth Kotkin, Jewish born again Christian illusionist magician. And the Pendragons are born again Christian. So is Lance Burton, and so is Marco Tempest, and Bob Scofield, Howard Chapel, Ventriloquist, missionary, Ventriloquist illusionist magician. Howard wanted to learn all the big stage illusions, so I got the hint, and then I made him 6 hours with the magic, and now he's magically inclined. And Bob Scofield taught me the ropes. So did Fred Stoll of the Tent Ministries, Fred and Flo Tent Ministries. Now it's the Flo and Henry Ministries, because of Flo's relatives, or granddaughter or daughter, and her son-in-law. Anyway, their family's doing the Tent Ministries now. Now that her husband Fred Stoll got promoted to heaven. Pastor Mike Hesser said when born-again Christians go to heaven, they got promoted. Anyway, just to prove that a lot of people like Doug Henning and Copperfield and all my magic specials that I upload, and I share, and I say, and I let everybody know that if you come across my channel, you can freely make copies of my YouTube channels, anything I upload, even if my family activities like Thanksgiving and Christmas, Good News Church activities, you name it. I mean, we plan to expand the church, and the parking lot's going to get expanded. The church itself is going to expand to fit 600 people, and the fellowship hall is going to expand to having a gymnasium. I mean, we used to have in the 80s, 1980s, 3 to 4 buses to pick up kids, which was, they picked up me, and then later Cheryl and Stacey. Then later my mom joined, and then my dad came to church, and David and his family, I can't think of his name, and then you got Susan Dudka, and now it's Susan Abbott, that she's a missionary in France. She went to Bob Jones Christian College, Rob Chappell, Ventriloquist. I don't know what else that he does, but anyway. Anyway, I helped Adam Alred, Mr. Magic7 of Hotmail.com, and in return, Mitch Leary and all of them shared their knowledge, and I shared my knowledge on aot.magic.secrets and Google search engine, just google.com, and then Magic Cafe, and it's spelled differently. Magic Cafe, I think it's with 2 F's, I think. MAGICAFFE. Well, anyway, just look up Magic Cafe. It's not spelled like a normal cafe. Okay, it's for magicians who talk magic secrets and stuff. And also Theory 11 website talks about magic secrets. And there's other chat sites out there. But now that we have Facebook and YouTube, we can upload the videos. Anyway, and share the knowledge. And even share our knowledge of stage illusion secrets, talking about it to help others. I helped missionaries out with it, and their children, they really enjoy it. Even their children's got magic sets, and they got, I helped them by giving them a Rubik's Cube. Owen had a Rubik's Cube on his list for his birthday, and I said, well, here you go. And his mother thanks me for it. She knows how to solve the Rubik's Cube, so she can help him out. And then that night, his dad, John, said, thanks for giving that Rubik's Cube to my son. I said, you're welcome. He said, he might not be as fast as you. I said, well, I learned to solve about 5 minutes, but it still took me a long time to do it in the 1980s. But my best time in 1980s was 1 minute and 12 seconds at Good News Baptist Church when Pastor Warden Mac Palmer was pastor in 1980s. Before and after church, the other teens would time me on their digital watches that had built-in stopwatches. You remember those? As Copperfield would say, remember VCR tapes? Do you remember a walk-in library? Do you remember a CD or a DVD? Well, yeah, I know you know SD cards and you've heard of Laserdisc, right? Oh, you never heard of Laserdisc? You don't even know what a record player is? What about an 8-track? I know Copperfield's thinking, boy, I feel old. Well, anyway, even on the church bus, we had Flo singing Zacchaeus, you come down, 'cause I'm coming to your house today. Her husband, Fred Stahl, drove the bus, so did Eric Rainwater's dad, and Bob Scofield would do, let's go on a bear hunt. Can't go under it, let's go through it. And if he wasn't doing it, he was driving the bus. And if we were singing the song, if you're saved and you know it, toot your horn, and Bob would toot the horn of the bus. Toot, toot. Anyway, we have, and Rusty Diller in the magical treasure chest. Anyway, and I was doing magic tricks too. A lot of people come up to me when they're older and say, hey, I know you. I was young then, but can you teach my kids here? Bill knows how to do some magic tricks. I was like, yeah, it's been a while. And I did the same tricks I did when I was doing that stuff in the 1980s when I was 11 or 12 years old. Anyway. Oh, boy. Anyway, Mark Taylor went upstairs and I followed, and we went in the team room in the front row in the middle, and he prayed that my dad Marcel would come to church. And I wasn't paying attention. I would just laid the church tract down on the kitchen table, but underneath it's a picnic table, but it was our kitchen table because we couldn't afford much. Anyway, next thing I know, I hear my dad Marcel said, "We're going to church tonight." So I picked up it says, "Tonight's message, Ward Mac Palmer's, Where's the Beef?" And I looked up past the ceiling and thanked Jesus how to get my dad Marcel's attention. Food, because he's a chef in the Navy and restaurants, etc. Anyway, my dad Marcel got saved. It all worked out. Anyway, and we all came to church. Anyway, I understand later on we're going to expand with the buses. Instead of having 3 or 4 buses, we'll have 20 buses. This is all working out, and it's all used for the Lord. Pick up the kids and bring them to church. The parents come to church, and souls get saved, and all that stuff. And the way things are going now, God's coming around the corner, closer than you think, as Tom Farrell, as the teens and Mark Taylor and Rusty Dillard coined Tom Farrell, double barrel Farrell. He preaches fire and brimstone. Double barrel, I get it, because Mark Taylor goes hunting, and so do the teens and all that. Anyway, here's proof in the pudding, as Bob Scofield says, of how a lot of people like what I upload, and I'm sure I like what everyone else uploads, because YouTube is freely uploading service, and so is Facebook, because Facebook says it's free and will always be free. Magic TV fan, born again Christian, Chris, I think that's his name, Chris, inbox, youtube.com, Magic TV fan. Comment on your video. Copperfield, thanks for uploading so many David Copperfield specials, Bill. What you have, I know it's somewhere. What specials, Bill? I'm very grateful for what you have done here. You are one of my most favorite YouTube channels, as you help keep the magic of David Copperfield alive. Nothing is impossible with Jesus' help. With Jesus. I'm a huge David Copperfield fan, and am always looking for his illusions. Thanks again. I'll let him know you're welcome. And the 99RA also is a Copperfield fan. Commented, Copperfield, yes, I like these videos very much. So I clicked like with a parentheses, like I like it a lot, with a double meaning. I like Copperfield specials, and I like the fact that you uploaded all these videos and all these specials. In other words, from 1970 to 1980 to the year 2000. First, Bob Scofield took me to see David Copperfield at Christ Hall, Norfolk, Virginia. Then the second time he did too, and the second time his wife Judy Scofield tagged along. And then after that, and I'm trying to think, the Story family paid Tommy Story's way and his niece and nephews, and then later on Dave Duncan and Michael Klein tagged along, and then Matt Galloway tagged along, Well, first he was with his parents and they went. Then the next time Matt came, and then after the Copperfield special at Christ Hall in Norfolk, Virginia, his parents met us at as we're getting out of the building, and then Matt and his parents went whatever they were going to do, probably something special, I don't know. But as we were coming out, it was snowing. So not only was it snowing in the theater, it was snowing for real outside. Like God was like, hey, if they're going to make it snow, I'll make it. I'll add to the magic. Copperfield and his crew are Christians. Even Donia Spinia, she's a born-again Christian too. Anyway, then the next time, me and Tommy and my nephew Eugene, Raymond Eugene Smith III, went to see Copperfield, and I was praying to Jesus he'd do his 13 people vanish in portal illusion, and he did. And he did all the other illusions that I'm used to, but it's all new to Eugene, and he was so excited. He thought he won the lottery. He was so excited. He was talking about it all the way up as we're getting to the car, and wanted to know how it was all done. The duck bucket, 13 people vanish, the portal. He was talking about all of it. The motorcycle. I said to Eugene, if you got I said, put it this way, if you got in my head, you would know everything I know. And he said, no, Bill, if I got in your head, I'd get lost. I go, very funny, Eugene. I said, I'll make you 6 hours worth of magic, and you'll become magically inclined. He said, oh, cool. Now, I told Mark Taylor that, classic Joker, clown, and pun, and he said, more like challenged. And I said, oh, Mark Taylor, Joker, clown, and pun, threw a wrench in it. The missionary family last week got a kick out of that when I said that. But anyway, I hand them Illusion Secrets and the other missionaries, and I hand Aaron my YouTube channel and other YouTube channels. I did that with everybody. So not only do they get it on DVD, they get it on all the YouTube channels that I go to, so they can check it out. I couldn't find a DVD for Aaron, but basically what I gave the missionaries is upload on my Facebook and YouTube anyway. So Aaron just got to watch my YouTube channel and get the same effect that I gave the missionaries a DVD of. Anyway, well, you get the idea. So all you got to do is come to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/@BillGreen4003. I think that's 200, 4003/videos. And just search, am I searching in David Copperfield? Search Doug Henning, or just search magic or Rubik's Cubes. Well, family outings. Anyway, you all can freely make copies of anything I upload on YouTube or Facebook. My Facebook channel is William Page. My nephew is also William Page. So you got, there's 2 William Pages. Although I have more than one William Page Facebook. Probably William does too, you never know. My sister Cheryl Teal's got 2 of them. Michael Perlo said he's got so many he lost count. I was like, yeah, I see what you mean. But see, I'm also under Bill Page, Bill Green, William Noble Page, William Page, Bill Page. It's either by Bill Page, William Page. Well, you get the idea. Page is P-A-G-E, a page in a book. My birth last name is Green, Green. The reason why I also do my birth name, Bill Green, even on YouTube, because I'm hoping that my brothers Bobby, Chucky, Jimmy, and Cynthia, my sister Cynthia Green, will see my YouTube channel and say, hey, it's our big brother Bill, and then we can be connected, because we all got adopted to people. I don't know where each one was, but Grandma Green was hoping everybody would come right through her door, say, hi, how you doing? She wanted to know, but Mr. and Mrs. Meadows of the adoption company wouldn't allow her to know anything. I don't know why. It doesn't add up. I mean, I don't know. I guess they have their reasons. Anyway, and I tried to see if I could find them on Facebook. And my friend told me a story. Said, Bill, you do realize that when people get adopted, they change their name, not just their last name, their whole name altogether. And I go, oh no. Well, maybe they'll come and see my videos. I mean, cousin Teresa saw my videos. She said, Bill, you may not know me, but I know you. And I went to look on her Facebook, looked at her photos and videos, and I said, yeah, I do know you. Your cousin. Well, I thought it was Teresa, but I see her name is Teresa Green. And then she's like Mark Taylor. He's got everybody together. He's the golden ticket. Well, Teresa is the golden ticket to all my family tree. I found Teresa and Debbie Green and Bobby Green and Herbie Green. Well, he says Herb Green on there, but Herb, I always call him Herbie, even when I was a junior boy, so I still call him Herbie. I'm going to always call him Herbie because I like calling him Herbie. I mean, Herbie Green. And my Uncle Bob. I had another Uncle Bob on my dad Marcel's side, and I forgot his Uncle Bob's wife's name, but anyway, her son, you could tell he was a farmer. He was built like Daniel Driley and Ian Seamster, and Brian Hogmeyer. They're built. They're chubby and chunky, but they got muscle to lift hay loss and milk the cows and feed the pig. Well, you get the idea. They're built. They're farmer kids. Anyway, I was teaching Uncle Bob's son how to solve the Rubik's Cube, and back then I only knew about solving the Rubik's Cube. I didn't know anything about trick solves because it wasn't invented back then in the 1980s. Stephen Brundage and all them came later on, the year 2000s. Anyway, but I'm grateful that Stephen Brundage was born and created all this new way of doing Rubik's Cube. And Daryl, too, he had his way that even Doug Henning liked it. He performed it on NBC Magic, NBC Doug Henning's World of Magic. It was the Magic on Broadway. You need to watch that special. I have that special, and others do too. Watch Kurt Lowe and type in David Copperfield, or he's also under Master Your Master, and look up David Copperfield. Just type in David Copperfield or the David Copperfield channel, the David Copperfield 1. Anyway, and my channel and other channels. I'm also I got other YouTube channels that I forgot the password to, but they're floating around. But you can look up David Copperfield and Doug Henning specials in there too. Mask Screen Magician. The first letter is at a M, is a capital M. You spell the word mask, M-A-S-K-E-D, and green is capital, the G is capital, and rest is lowercase, G-R-E-E-N, and then Magician's all lowercase, Magician. And you'll find my YouTube channel that way. And then the other Bill Green is at Bill Green 3138/videos when you type in youtube.com. Anyway, those are all my channels. And my nephew Eugene, I don't know if he's got one, but my younger nephew, William Marcel Page, he's under William Marcel Page. The first two letters for each one, William, Marcel, but Page is all lowercase, Page. It's all together. And his other is all lowercase at Soldier 2010. It's a 2010/videos at Soldier 20. And he doesn't spell soldier the way you normally. He spells it like oil. Soya, and then put DIER 2010. Soya, spell oil and then spell DISSOILDIER, and put the numbers 2010. I think I know why he did that, because his grandpa Page, which would be my dad, Marcel Page Jr., was in the Navy in war times on aircraft carriers and a chef in the Navy. So, and he passed away, my dad, Marcel, passed away a few days before Thanksgiving year 2010, Soldier 2010. I think that's why William did that, my nephew William. Oh, my friend Dave Duncan's YouTube channel is youtube.com/ropeline/videos, ROPELINE/videos. I understand PJ Parker, Philip Parker's, and Tony's son has got a YouTube channel, but I don't know the name of it. Joseph Parker said he's got one, but he told me the title, but I think he needs to be more specific, because I looked up whatever it was, Johnny B. Good or Joseph B. Good or something like that. There's a lot of them. It'd be like a needle in a haystack.